All right, welcome back. Let's head to Bayelsa State, where a judge was kidnapped by some assailants, gunmen. We don't know who they are, and the governor has actually given a directive that he should be released. And the NBA has been at the vanguard of ensuring that judge is released unhurt. But let's just show you how things played out. This is an amateur video of somebody who was brave enough to sit in his SUV to capture the moment the judge was abducted at night in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. So you can see the struggle with these men who are dressed in whatever uniform, in black with guns, you know, brazenly picking up the man, the judge. So that's the moment the judge was kidnapped. Fortunately, so we have that on video. Let's bring in the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Yenagoa branch, Mr. Somina Peter Jumbo. Mr. Jumbo, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Good morning. Thank you.
We always like to start with an update of how things are at the moment. I know that the NBA, part of which you are the leadership, has been at the very vanguard of ensuring that attention is brought to this very dastardly act against a judge in the State High Court, I guess. And you're doing your best to make sure that everybody's hand is on deck to make sure he's released or ensure he's released. But bring us up to speed as to what is the latest update. Is there communication? Are they kidnappers? Are they demanding for ransom? What exactly is the latest update?
Okay, so first, thank you. And I think on behalf of my Lord, the Chief Judge of Bayelsa State, the legal community, we want to thank Channels for the support that we have received so far in bringing this to this fore. My Lord, the Honorable Justice E.G. Omokoro, aside being a judge before his appointment, was the 6th chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association, Yenagoa branch. He is about one of our most friendliest judges, very hardworking, astute, dedicated, fair, independent-minded. And so the kidnap came to us as a very, very rude shock. Yesterday, on Saturday, when it happened, I led together with my brother chairman of Sagama branch, we met with the security operatives, the DSS. Yesterday as well, we met with them. Well, there are certain developments as a result of the digital footprint that the security agencies they have, and they're actually working on that. As of this morning, there has not been any contact from the Daredevil kidnappers yet. However, but we know that there's been progress in terms of rescue efforts. That's what I can say for now.
So you are saying that has the family been contacted? Has the NBA, has anybody been contacted? That's what I wanted to find out.
No, as of now, there's not been any contact from the kidnappers. However, but I know that the security agencies have actually made progress in locating these where they are.
Mr. Somina, this is set to have taking place in front of a popular eatery in Ekeki, Yenagoa, Kilimanjaro, I believe, and it's right there for everyone to see. The question is, why was there no? What was the nearest police station to the scene of the crime, and were there any calls made, from some of support or rescue while the crime was ongoing?
Well, the closest, there's a Kiki police station, and that's less than 3 minutes by foot. So in in a minute or so. I mean, that's from the Keki police station is less than 3 minutes away from the place of that incident. Now, the manner this was actually, because I went there as well. Some of the eyewitnesses said they thought that this was actually a security operation and security agencies trying to effect an arrest. The young man who actually recorded that particular video that is viral said the reason why he recorded it because he thought it was actually a case of police brutality. Nobody actually knew that it was a kidnap exercise going on that they were actually seeing before their eyes. I think that's what. So a lot of persons maybe must have thought that it was a police. It was an arrest and somebody was resisting arrest. I think that also confused members of the public.
So the High Court judge is said to be known to drive himself and without security detail. So the question would be, if this has been confirmed to be a kidnap, why are there theories about why he could have been kidnapped, why he could have been targeted? Is this some form of profiling?
Well, so these are all of these lead theories are actually being investigated by the security agencies. For now, we cannot say conclusively if it was marked for, or it was just chance. Maybe they saw the vehicle, and so we can't actually also give life to unfounded theories yet. But all of these theories, whether it was marked for that exercise or all of them, all of these actually being investigated by the security agencies. That I know, and we've as we get more information, we pass it on to the security agencies. But Yenagoa is very communal, and we've actually enjoyed peace. So it's not really strange to see judges sometimes drive themselves because it's a really small city, and there is relative security. And I mean, it's not strange. And this was a Saturday in the evening. It's a place where we understand he frequents just to get things for his family. So I mean that's it. But I'm sure this is actually a rude blow, and it would make us to become more security conscious. But we're actually glad with the steps that have been taken by the security agencies.
You say that Yenagoa is relatively safe, but there are reports that there have been incidents of robberies, cult-related clashes, and in fact, businesses close as early as 6 p.m. sometimes because of the fear of attacks, by cults and gangs that may approach unannounced at any time of the day. Are you getting that kind of report as well, or do you have any sense of that as a resident of Yenagoa?
Now, so I think it's just in the last 1 month or so that we started experiencing certain breaches in security, and these were told it's actually cult-related. However, Yenagoa has relatively been very, very peaceful before the last 1 month. Now, that particular place, the Kiki Junction, I think is the busiest part of Yenagoa. If you even go there at 1 a.m., you still see people around there eating, and I mean, so it's a really busy junction. It's about the busiest in Yenagoa. Well, why we focus on what has happened, and we actually condemn what is happening. We cannot deny the fact that there had actually been relative peace in Yenagoa before the last 1 month.
As we begin to wind down, Mr. Somina, let's talk about what more measure will the courts be open today now that the governor has given the directive, some level of movements, moving parts to this to ensure that the honorable judge is released? Will it be open today?
No, the courts would not be open. I don't also foresee us calling us the boycott this week. However, there are assurances by the security agencies that they will do all within their powers to ensure it is returned alive in a matter of days. That was the promise they made to us yesterday when we met with them. So after this interview, I also start a meeting with the security agencies just to get further briefing on what has been done so far.
So how long is the NBA expected to hold out as for this boycott? Is it as long as he's in captivity?
Well, we don't even expect that it would. I think we are very optimistic that this saga would come to an end very, very soon. I do not want to believe that my Lord will still be there up until Thursday. On Thursday, Justice Omokoro will be 57. Thursday is his birthday, and we wouldn't want to believe that he will be spending his birthday with the same kidnapper.
All right. We wish for a safe release as soon as possible. That's a prayer. Nobody should be in that situation. Personally, I have a friend who was in captivity for 50 days, and it was not a very wonderful experience. It was very painful and anxiety-driven, so nobody wishes for this situation. But I just wanted to ask you this before I let you go. Is the government looking at reviewing issues around, because the guys, nobody could do anything because they thought these were security personnel. Is there any security formation that dresses like those guys?
Well, this has actually led us to a few other observations, and but we are actually for now we're focused on the rescue effort. But I would acknowledge that the Commissioner of Police has actually now directed that police officers should be dressed in their authorized uniform. We see situations where security agencies, just dress. So you can't even tell which is which. That outfit, at first people actually thought it was even men of the DSS. But if you look at the back of the vest, you see MPS. So one of the things that this will actually lead to is there has to be a rejigging of the security architecture, beginning from dressing and then a whole lot of things. I'm glad that the police is already taking the lead in that. They've told members of the public that if they see any police officer on duty not properly dressed, they should actually there are numbers to call. I think that's a step in the right direction, and we hope that it will be sustained. We are also looking at, and then we'll discuss also with the security agencies to improve. To improve security around judges, and not just judges of the High Court, but we also have judges of the federal courts in Bayelsa State, and that this will also be extended to them.
Well, thank you so much, and I think it's the right direction. I've had to stop by a policeman, tactical unit, to ask, are you a police? Is this a police? He said yes, and we had to move. Somina Peter Jumbo, Chairman, Nigerian Bar Association, Yenagoa branch. Thank you, sir, for coming on the program. Wish you guys the best.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, there's a gentleman that is, he wants to normalize pigeon. I don't know which of the pigeon. There's Warri, there's Port Harcourt, there are all kinds of pigeon. But he calls it Nigerian pigeon. Have you ever seen a pigeon dictionary? Well, you're about to find out one right now in just a moment. Join us again.